said that they wouldn't be willing to go away from their families for most of the time, except for one person, and that was not a yes. So I'm going to try to persuade you that Northern Hershey School is a good school and that you should give it a thought. Alright, so I already told you that on the survey, most people said that they wouldn't be willing to leave their families. But would you do it for $92,000? Who here would do it for $92,000? Alright, so that's a lot. So you can do a lot with $92,000, but it's not what you think. So you only get it for college, so you can't like use your own cars and stuff. Now, you do get refunds and everything, so like you could get like $6,000 per semester, and like you could use that on fun things like motorcycles and stuff, or like new game systems. But most of it's for college. Also, with Milton Hershey School, you can make a lot of connections. So we have a lot of things where, like during the school year, we have a lot of like military personnel come. We have NBA players come. We have football players come. We actually have a graduate that played for the Seattle Seahawks, and he used to come all the time. We have a lot of people that come, and you can make connections with them, and we actually have job offers because of communications with them. The opportunities that await you are abundant. So the in-class opportunities. So my school was like a regular school, and then afterwards it was a trade school. So during the day, you'd have your regular classes like math, science, reading, everything. And then for the last period of class, or the last two periods, you'd have whatever you chose. So like I was in the auto tech program, which is why I have this picture here because I like cars. So like they have health, they have auto, they have carpentry. I was also in carpentry. They have a lot of different things that you can do. For the out of school opportunities, they had a lot. They have too many that I can't even remember. So they had Boy Scouts, obviously. They also had science stuff, biology. They also gave you job opportunities. So this picture right here, if I can zoom in on it. Can I zoom in on it? No. I can't.
Use the clicker to go back.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Anyways, so in this picture, that's obviously me. So this is my group Envirothon. So basically what we do, actually at this time we were looking for spring peepers. Does anybody know what a spring peeper is? It's those little frogs that make the chirping sounds at night. It's like the okay, so basically we were looking for them, and we were trying to do a study on them. And we were looking for other things, but Envirothon, you go around the country and you basically share your knowledge with trees and animals types, and you can get prizes with that, and we got like 5th place in state. Also, these are actually people I worked with in a different job, which is where I got to hold that snake. That is a albino ball python, and it was really fun to work with them. I'd only have the opportunity with Milton Hershey School. This picture right here, that's me and my girlfriend at Mount Gretna. We had the opportunity to hike there with a different group, not Boy Scouts, but with the Milton Hershey School, we could hike in Mount Gretna. Anyways, learning to live on your own is a big thing in Milton Hershey School because we have a lot of people that don't know how to live on their own. They don't even know how to fold laundry. So, so I was there in second grade, and whenever you go there, from 11th grade on down, you have a thing called student homes, and basically you live with 12 other people of the same sex, and you have a couple that basically acts as your parents, and they do everything for you. You just basically eat and go to school. So in 12th grade, you have a thing called TL, transitional living. That's what the buildings look like, and every single weekend you have stuff like that. So there'd be like bungees, They have slip and slides. During the winter, they have snowball fights. We had transitional living personnel who actually liked a lot of Harry Potter, so we had Quidditch tournaments and stuff. But those are the buildings, so it's basically like a giant apartment building, so there's like 6 apartments or 7 apartments in one building, and in that building you live with 4 or 5 of your closest friends, and basically you learn how to cook, which is this picture. This is actually my first time ever trying to make ribs. As you can see, it didn't turn out very well. We had to call in the TL because we almost started a fire. But after that, we got better at it, and we learned how to make it better. Learning how to cook healthy meals is also a big problem because I don't know if anybody else here can tell, but in America, obesity is a very big problem. And so a lot of the students wanted to have ready-made meals. So like they wanted to get like the kid cuisines and stuff, but we weren't allowed to have that. So we'd have a $500 budget for a month. It might sound a little bit, but it's actually a lot. But they did monitor what you bought. Like you could have a couple snacks, like you could have a box of Pop-Tarts, but you had to have healthy meals. So they wouldn't. Basically, you're allowed to cook whatever you want, but they wanted to monitor your food consumption because they wanted to show you how to make a healthy meal so that when you got in the real world, you wouldn't get all big and everything. Because at Middle Energy School, they're very big on healthiness. Also, the family environment is very good in Middle Energy School. So the house prints I was talking to you guys about, a lot of them are just there for the money, but you get a couple that are really nice. So these are my house prints there, the Moraleses. That was me when I was a young munchkin. So being away from your family, you get homesick a lot. These people actually help you a lot. And you have a lot of your closest friends with you yet again. And so like you get to cope with that. And they just help you go through it, and they also help you with homework and everything, and like try to like give you values and everything, and they actually shape who you are. So another thing about family environment is you get to learn a lot about people. This was actually my roommate, Timothy Bernaditskas. He actually taught me Russian. My house parents are actually Spanish, so I learned a little bit of Spanish from them. And where is he? David Gerhold, me and him spoke a little German with each other. So I know a couple different languages, not fluently. The only ones I know fluently are French and English, but I did get to learn a little bit so I can have decent conversation in a couple languages. And basically this shows the family environment because all the ones standing up here are the ones that I lived with, and all the ones down here are the ones that came in after we graduated. I guess it's time for me to show my video. So another thing about family environment is we did a lot of things together. So in TL, every single weekend you did something, like I had said before. So this is a lip sync battle that I'm gonna hopefully show you guys tonight. Basically, look at the bigger guy, just keep him in mind. This part's coming up soon. Okay, so he did a dab, and it shows family connections because he's not